Hi everyone, it's me Darlene and I am here with a chat for you guys today. Need to fill you in on some things, explain what is going on. So let's just get started with that. Those of you who have been with me for a long time, you know that I started up with Patreon a year ago, a little over a year ago, and there's good about that, there's some not so good about that, but I was very successful with it, and I'm very happy to have that as another stream of income. I work hard at providing exclusive content for my patrons, and I knew somewhere, like maybe midway through that YouTube started their own program called YouTube memberships. At first it was called sponsors, but now it's members. I wanted to join that because I like to learn everything that I can, but at the time it was only for people with at least 100,000 subscribers. Then they dropped it to 50,000 not too long ago, and I knew I was eligible, but I wanted to just wait a little bit. I had a trip coming up and things like that. So I was also thinking, how do I juggle this? You know, I have Patreon, I'll have members, but then I thought the exclusive videos that I put out there for patrons will also be the exclusive videos for members. So it's a matter of choosing what platform you like. And of course, many of you hate the idea of all of this. I understand that. I know I'm going to get hate. I'm going to be called greedy. I am going to be told that I'm no longer appreciate those of you who got me to where I am. And I have answers for all those things. But right now, I just want to, announce what is going on. You don't have to do any of this shit if you don't want to. I am not forcing you. And I don't want you to fear that it's taking away from other things that I do. You know, I've been with Patreon for a year, and I had cut down on my content because I just didn't have the love for YouTube as much as I wanted, and I had to make changes. Having Patreon gave me something new to focus on. That has changed so much for me. At first, it was just a place where I could swear and not offend people. They knew I was going to be swearing there. But once I started swearing there, I was like, fuck it. I can swear whenever I want because it's so fun and freeing to me, and I think it's awesome. I really do. I know there are people who are offended. Well, go watch some other channels, and there are people who, they're shocked that their child accidentally heard a swear word. If that's shocking to you, keep your kids off the internet. I'm not responsible for what your children hear. You are. If you're that worried, don't let them watch YouTube videos. There is YouTube Kids, and they can go watch that. Even if they're 18 years old and you don't want them to hear swearing because it's going to corrupt their lives, you can suggest they go watch YouTube Kids. Okay, so the whole membership thing, it doesn't have tiers like on Patreon. It's a flat-out $4.99 per month. I am going to provide you guys with the exclusive videos, the daily chats that I do almost daily. I try to do it daily unless I'm just really running behind or I'm, on vacation or whatever, but it's mostly daily. The free ebooks, did I say that yet? The free ebook lists that I do daily, again, unless I absolutely can't. You will also get early releases of my ASMR videos because I do offer that to the $5 level patrons, so I am going to offer it even though it might not be your thing. You'll just have to put up with seeing that. We, right now, Derek and I are on a schedule where we are uploading daily to that. So you will get a post announcing that. And what else? And then I'm always looking for other things. And the new thing that I want to start, starting at the beginning of the new year, or maybe even a little bit before, are other certain series that might be appealing to people. Like I want to do one that I was initially going to call 365 Days of Christmas, and I might still, but so many people thought that was just Christmas because it sounds like that, right? Because of the title. But it's really just a way to shop and to save and to be prepared for any holiday or event or anything you want to do, birthdays or upcoming baby showers, maybe you're planning a wedding. So it's just a way to like kind of organize and, you know, save money doing those kinds of shopping things, doing that kind of shopping and planning it, breaking it down so it's not all at once. And, you know, so it might be interesting to others, not just people who are into Christmas. I'm not into Christmas at all, but I'm going to do it because I'm providing the series. So, well, I got a meatloaf in the oven, just looking at my timers. I got to wrap things up. So, for the membership, you can decide, and here's the deal. So listen carefully, because I'm offering this, and it's going to max out, and then you won't have that option again. Patrons currently pay $3 per month for my videos, for my exclusive videos. I can't offer that to YouTube members because there is no option. It's $4.99 and that's it. So what I have told patrons is anybody who is in there at the $3 level, they're going to still get my videos. They've been there, some of them for over a year with me, and even new ones, I'm telling them, you're okay at the $3 level. I will not make anybody bump up to the $5 level in Patreon. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to max it out so that I think I'm probably a little bit close to 400 at that level. I'm going to put it out there that if you would like my exclusive shit and not pay $4.99, say you've been on the fence with Patreon, go ahead and sign up at the $3 level at Patreon. You might have a little bit of issues because they do their processing of pledges through the UK now or something. So there's a little bit of issues with that. So if you get in and you can't see anything, it's because your pledge wasn't processed. And I'm also changing it now because they have a new option where you pay as you enter. So I'm going to be changing that, and then you pay again at the beginning of every month. I have to do that because I have too many people who come and go before the pledges are processed, and I'm just tired of policing all that stuff. So if you want to get in at the $3 level, come in, get in. You're going to get everything that the members get, except you don't get the early releases of ASMR. Most people don't care about that because they do become public. That's at the $5 level. But you'll get the videos, the daily chat, all that stuff, the ebook list, and whatever other things that I would normally come up with for the $3 level of Patreon. Once that is maxed out, there won't be any more space in there. Like if I max it out to 400 members, at that point, you would only be able to join at that level if some people leave, or you will have to pay $5 either on Patreon or on YouTube. So I'm trying to make it so that it's even for everyone, but I'm giving some of you who are, you know, kind of like would like to do this, but you really don't want to spend $4.99, go ahead and sign up on Patreon at the $3 level and stay there and you'll be good. If you leave, you won't be able to come back in unless there's still space. You know, I'm going to max it out. All right, so I hope that makes sense. Don't be mad, or you can be mad. You just don't need to tell me because it makes you sound ridiculous to be mad because somebody wants multiple jobs and multiple ways to earn money, because I'm very concerned about my retirement. So I always tell people, if you don't like the jobs I come up with, and if you don't like that I'm so willing to work and do these things, and you think it's taking away from you because my ambition keeps taking me away from you, well, you are free to pay all my bills and to fully fund my retirement account, and then I'll do what you want. How's that? Is that a deal? And if you think this isn't a real job, I don't know what a real job is. I work hard. I work my fucking ass off. I don't think you guys know that. Now, it might not be physical work, but it's mental work, and it's very time-consuming. And those of you who are following my my time management series, you know that I'm willing and really want to work at least 60 hours per week, you know? So I have to find a lot of ways to to work, so I can use up all that time working, because it's what I prefer to do. So I'm a workaholic. I'm always going to find new ways to make money. I also love to collect money. That's my collection. Some people collect stamps. I collect fucking money. I put it in the bank and I look at it lovingly, and I feel some sense of security for my retirement, although I never will feel secure, because I think you'd have to be like a multi-fucking millionaire, because one illness where I'm not insured, that can wipe anybody out. So it's always worrisome, but I work a real job. I provide something for people, a service. Do remember that a lot of people are on Patreon or have YouTube memberships. They don't provide anything additional. I do. So I am providing additional things that you can or cannot get. It's all up to you. And I get paid. I think that's a real job, So I don't understand why people look at it that way. Like it's just, it's not a real job. I think mainly people feel like I'm supposed to be miserable working like they are. I think the people who say that, they're pissed off that they're getting up and going to do some job that they absolutely hate, and I get up and can't wait to start working. The other thing I get all the time is I no longer appreciate those who got me to where I am. And I'm going to tell you something, Chiquita. Nobody got me to where I am but me. Nobody came to my house and said, Darlene, Michaud, you're just sitting there watching TV. We're going to take you, get you a camera, and we're going to make you record shit and put it on YouTube. But nobody did that for me. Yes, I do need viewers to be successful, but it's my job to make sure I provide content that viewers will watch. My job. You're not just watching any old thing. You're not saying, well, I want Darlene to get to where I want her to be, so I'm just going to watch every single thing she does, and I'm going to follow her, and I'm going to do her memberships and her Patreon and all that shit, because I want her to be where she needs to be, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get her there. No, you are going to watch only the things that you feel like watching. It's all on me to provide the content. And if I choose, it's up to me to provide content to certain people. I want my eggs in different baskets, because anything can go away. It all can go away. And one day it will go away, and there'll be something different. People will say, remember that thing 100 years ago called YouTube? What the fuck was that all about? It's going to go away. So I'm just making do with what I have now, and I'm just going along for the ride. I love it. I love learning all these new things. The other thing about the whole we got you to where you are, I don't give a shit. How do you know where I want to be? I want to go somewhere else. If I'm hitching a ride to California and somebody stops midway across the United States from Maine to California and they're like, hey, you should appreciate me. I got you to where you are today. Yeah, but I wanted to go to fucking California. So I'm going to do the work it needs to get to California. I'm going to get back out there, hitch another ride, or make some money so I can call Uber for a big long Uber ride. You know what I'm saying? I know you feel like I need to give thanks to my subscribers, and I do. I am thankful that I have subscribers. I am thankful that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get subscribers and to have them sometimes watching my videos. I do appreciate that I can do all this, but never once will I say I owe somebody something because they got me to where I am. Trade places, and you're going to know that I'm the one that's doing the work here. You're watching a video, and that's awesome. And I know this sounds probably very rude and mean, and you haven't really heard me be rude or mean lately, because you're going to think it's rude or mean, and you're not going to look at it as though I'm right. A creator doesn't owe anyone jack shit. Just like Marzia, PewDiePie's girlfriend. 7 years of videos? She just all of a sudden, without any warning, made a video saying, you know what, guys, I'm done. And I left 6 videos for your viewing pleasure. And I'm sure she got tons of shit for that. Tons of it. Because people feel like, we watched you all these years. I mean, I know she got some shit because I was reading. We got you here, and how dare you just leave? How dare you? She provided people with 7 years of content. How dare those people be mad at her because she just decided, without any notice, to leave, walk away from that, and take her videos with her, you know? So when she did that, I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, somebody who had a big following, for doing such a thing, because it makes me realize that I'm not the only one who thinks that way, you know? This is my gig. Now, I have been asked if I ever walk away from YouTube because, you know, there's times that I'll be like, I can't do this anymore. Like every day. I have no plans on taking my videos down because to me they don't even exist. I put them up there and I absolutely just forget about them unless I need to refer to one of them for some reason, or I want to promote an older video, which I need to do more. I really should. But can you imagine if I just got up and, you know, one day just deleted my channel and just told you guys, you know what, I'm done? You know, I think a lot of you would be pissed. And I understand that too, because people have that parasocial relationship type thing. Like, you really do feel like a content creator owes you. Even I, when I saw that Marzia was done, I was like, oh, you know, I didn't watch every one of her videos, but I really loved to see her editing style and how she went about creating her videos, like, you know, handwriting something in a book, just to let you know what the next scene was. I mean, I just really loved her creativity, and I liked watching that. And there's another family that I watch that they've kind of stepped back, and I miss that. I miss their videos, but I totally understand that it's their life, their decisions. They owe me absolutely nothing. Now, if somebody becomes a patron or a member, and I promise all kinds of stuff, and I don't deliver, well then, yeah, I owe you that. You've actually paid for a service and you want to get it. Can I do it constantly? No, and I do let people know I'm going on vacation and I won't be able to chat with you guys 4 or 5 times this week like I normally do, you know? So, and then again, people are okay to leave if they don't like it. But if I ever thought I was taking a step back, I've seen people on Patreon completely leave Patreon, not report, and they still have patrons. And I think some of those people don't even realize that money is still coming out of their account every month because they don't pay attention to things like that. I would never be able to do that. If I was taking a step back, I would either let people know, look, I can't provide what I've been providing, and I'm downsizing to this, stay if you want, leave if you want, or if I really was giving up Patreon, I would just close down Patreon. I mean, I'm not going to just take people's money, you know, for months at a time without me providing any kind of contact inside Patreon. That's just not my style. But I am a workaholic and I am willing to work, and I'm trying to make this all work for me, for my future, for my son's future. He's 40. I think his future is pretty much here now. For Skylar's future and for whatever else I want to do. And so I know most of you understand this, but I know many of you don't. So I didn't really mean to get into all that bullshit right now, but I just want to let you guys know, don't hate on people for making changes. Not just me, anybody. I watch a crochet person, a woman who does crochet. I can't even think of her name. She's about the sweetest thing, funny, cute, very talented. She announced her membership and she got fucking slammed. And I, you know, if it was in me to slam her viewers and the comments she got, I would have loved to have done it, but I don't do that. You know, it's her channel. She can deal with the comments the way she wants, but it upsets me when I see people do that. It's like, do you not have a clue? Oh, I work at McDonald's, and I decided I'm going to also start bagging groceries at my local store because I want another job. What, you fucking greedy bitch? You know, you can pay your bills with your other job. You don't need more than that. Fuck a bunch of retirement. You know, that's what it sounds like. You guys sound stupid, those of you who say those things. Oh, that's not a real job, bagging groceries. Get a real job. No, that would be considered a real job because it's kind of something people don't want to do. What would be another job that people can do that, you know, I hand out balloons in the park, you know? Oh, get a real job. You're charging kids money for balloons. How dare you? Blow up those fucking balloons and just hand them out to the kids. You know, that kind of thing. I don't know. I think real jobs are things that are not supposed to be really enjoyed, or that you work hard and get paid very little. That's a real job. I like to work many, many hours, but I would like to work easier, where it's not so mentally draining, and make more money. That's always my goal. Work less, earn more. I think it's a good goal. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening. I will have all the links to Patreon, YouTube memberships, all that shit down below. Remember, you can come into Patreon right now at the $3 level, and you'll be locked in. You'll be grandfathered. Once it reaches 400 members, the $3 level will be gone, and you will have to either go at the $5 level on Patreon or the $4.99 on YouTube. I can't suggest at this point which is better. I've only been with YouTube for a little bit, and there's things about it I don't like, but Patreon has issues with processing payments. For that sake alone, I'm going to probably suggest YouTube, because that goes through Google AdSense, and I don't think anybody will have any issues, but I don't know what they accept for payment. I don't know if PayPal's okay. I don't know. You'll have to do that homework yourself, and I'm worth it. Not to everyone, I get that. But for those of you who do want to take that journey with me, that's awesome. I'm going to do the best that I can to provide you with additional stuff that I hope you will enjoy. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.